Hello and welcome to the first video that actually contains my voice. As you can see here, this is my Triumph Trident 660. It's a 2024 model, which is the Tribute Edition as well, because it has this special number 67 livery related to slippery Sam. And this video today, I'm gonna talk to you about some parts of this bike that I hydro dipped. So hydro dipping is this technique that I really didn't know anything about, and I probably don't know much about still. And it is kind of somewhere in between wrapping and painting. Not entirely sure how it works. But anyway, I had some chrome parts on this bike that I wanted to darken, and I had to remove the parts. I took them to the shop that does hydro dipping here in Malta, and I got them back today. So I'm really happy with the result. I will show you the parts in a bit. And there are 4 parts. So there's a belly pan, which is, it comes stock with the Tribute Edition. And there's 2 parts of the belly pan, one on each side. It's pretty straightforward to remove and then install back. Then there are the heel guards, which are essentially the guards that protect your feet from heat and other stuff. So the heel guard on this side is pretty straightforward to install back. You just bolt it back, nothing too complicated. But on this side, as you can see, which is the right side, there's the rear brake pedal and all of the parts related to that. So it's a little bit more fiddly. It took me a while to figure out how to detach everything. And I think it will maybe take me a while to figure out how to attach everything back, because it's the first time I'm doing it. But that's why I'm doing this video, so hopefully it will be useful for some of you going forward. Let me show you the parts and the outcome. So these are the 4 parts that I was talking about. There's the belly pan, which is part 1, part 2. And there are the heel guards, which are these 2 parts. You can see how great the result is here. And as I said earlier, the belly pan, quite straightforward to attach back. The heel guard on the left is quite straightforward to attach back. The heel guard on the right, gonna be a bit more complicated. So let's go through it. So this is the right-hand side heel guard that is attached to the rear brake pedal of the motorbike. And as you can see, there are a few things we need to attach. So this is the rear brake setup here. And these are all the things we need to attach back. I did take a picture before I removed everything, and I am looking at this picture right now. So I have something to follow on, and I will post this picture in the YouTube video for your reference. So the first part that we need to install is this, I guess, what do you call it, cylinder with these 2 here. Because we would also need to put this at some point here, but as I can probably show you here, once we fix this part, it will cover this bolt here. So we first need to install this bolt. So let's go ahead and do that, and make sure we are fixing it in the right direction. And we are, because this will look something like this when it's back. So let's grab the bolts, which are these 2 here. After installing this part here, we need to make sure not to tighten everything up, because in order for us to install this part here, it needs to be a bit loose. So we can kind of arrange this first. But now it seems to be in. So we can go ahead and keep screwing this in and tightening it. Okay. Cool. Now we should tighten these back in. Okay, now we need to install this. So now that we've tightened these two parts and this one, we need to fix this over here. I hope you can see. And yeah, it is a little bit fiddly, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this needs to go in last, because first of all it covers this bolt over here, so you cannot tighten and screw this bolt if you install this first. And also these two need to be quite loose for this to go in first properly. And now let's go ahead and install these two. Okay, now we need to install this part and the spring using this bolt. Now the final part is to install these two bolts over here. So this is the end result of the right hand heel protector. As you can see, it's all done. I just need to install the footrest, which is over here. It's fairly straightforward to install. And I actually bought a replacement footrest for this, which is all black. However, you need an adapter to install it, and the adapter is essentially this part, because the footrest that I bought is just this part. So yeah, eventually it will look even better because it will be all black.